Hey, what's up you guys? It's Percy's the Bookworm here. This is my first video and I thought for my first video I'll do the newbie tag, the Booktube Newbie Tag. I have the questions up here on my mum's computer. I'm recording on mine, but the questions are on my mum's. There is 10 questions plus one question that says that it's sometimes done. I'll probably answer all 11 anyway, simply because it's just how I like to do things, how is my brain wired. So let's start. Why did you start this channel? Simply because I saw that other people were making videos about their favorite, about books, and I thought, why shouldn't I start doing that? Because I like reading books. I've read, so far I've read 6+ books this year already. It might not be so impressive to many people, because I'm sure Jessie, the reader, has read a lot more this year, but that's the main reason why I started this booktube channel, so then I can share some experiences with books that I liked, or maybe didn't really like, because one series in particular I didn't like at all. So question 2. What are some fun and unique things you can bring to booktube? I don't think there's anything fun or unique I could bring to booktube. Maybe just some things I like and dislike about some books. I'm sure that's been done numerous times already. Because like I said, I don't think I can bring anything fun or unique. If I'm being totally honest, I'm probably just going to be doing some other videos that I've inspired by other booktube people, YouTubers. So yeah, that's all I have to say for that one. Number 3. What are you most excited for about this new channel? Maybe sharing some of the books that I liked that maybe some people haven't heard of or maybe haven't read yet, because I think there's some books on my shelf that many people might not have heard of, mainly because it either was published many years ago or just hasn't been talked about much at all. So yeah, that's my answer to that. So number 4, why do you love reading? My answer is probably going to be the most cliche here, but it's an answer. So the reason why I like reading, because I like how it takes you away from the real world and immerses you into this whole new world of a bunch of characters and new setting, whether it's inside the country or in a different part of the world. So things like that. Because I like how Percy Jackson takes you to Camp Half-Blood. I like how Harry Potter brings you to Hogwarts. I like how the Warrior series allows you to live through a cat's perspective and how to live in the wild. Things like that. So number 5, what book or series got you into reading? I actually prepared this literally before I started recording. I have 3 possible answers because I don't know which one exactly I started reading first, because it was around the same time period anyway. So it was either Black Beauty by Anna Stilwell, Percy Jackson, the Percy Jackson series by Rick Riordan, or Diary of a Wimpy Kid by Jeff Kinney. Yeah. So like I said, I don't remember exactly which one I started reading first. All I know is that it was one of these 3, because I think I started reading them around the same time. I just don't know which one I exactly started reading first. So yeah, so those were potentially 3 that got me into reading. What questions would you ask your favourite booktubers? For Jesse specifically, because he's the one I watch the most. How do you read so many books in a year? Because I think the most I've read was 8. I don't know, but all I know is I can read roughly 5 a year. I think this year I've read a total of 6 or 7. Anyway, so for Jesse the reader, how many books do you read? I mean, not how many, but how do you read so many books in a year? Just out of curiosity, because after each book I read, it's always a reading slump afterwards for a few weeks, and then I get into another one. So yeah, that's for you, Jesse, if you for some reason watch this video. Number 7. What challenges do you think starting a booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? Definitely for me, the reading 24 hours one, simply because I won't say it's impossible for me to do, because I think it definitely is possible for me to do. It's just that I know that I tend to get distracted a lot and I won't read if I don't feel up to it. So that's why I don't think the 24-hour booktube challenge is going to work for me, simply because of those 2 reasons. I can give it a try, but I can't guarantee it will work, especially since that I can stay up late, but it gets to a point where I just have to fall asleep. So yeah. Number 8. When did you start reading? I did ask my mum a while ago when I started reading. According to her, around 10 or 11. That's when I started reading, with one of the potential books I mentioned earlier. So, yes, around 10 or 11 years old. So, yeah. Number 10. No, 9. Where do you read? There's like numerous places. I will like read in my bedroom. I'll read in the lounge room. I'll read when I'm doing my business on the toilet. So yeah. I sometimes read in the study area. I sometimes read in the car. I've read at uni before, like before I started classes. Like before actual classes started. So I like sit in the classroom and read. So I think those are the only places I've read. So yeah. So like to sum it up, bedroom, toilet, lounge room, sometimes car, sometimes before class. Now, number 10. Now it's number 10. What kind of books do you like to read? I like a mixture of stuff. Cause I don't know if you can, wrong side. I don't know if you can see, but I've got a lot of Stephen King books that starts roughly there. Like roughly there. No, yeah, there. And he goes into roughly down there. So he takes up nearly a whole shelf himself. So yeah, I like horror, I like fantasy, sci-fi, maybe a little bit of romance, but I don't read it that often. I might read crime every once in a while. So yeah. So I thought there was something outside. I've just been a leaf. So yeah, those are the kind of books I like reading, and I will read the occasional manga. Not that's a genre itself, it's just a different kind of book, but yeah. And number 11, this one does say in brackets, sometimes done, but I'm going to answer it anyway. What does your book collection look like? Like this. It looks like this. Yeah, those books were on the floor because I had to get my Percy Jackson book out. This is what it looks like. It's in alphabetical order of author's last name. So yeah, so I would put it in so that it would go it starts at A, then goes to B, then goes to C and all that stuff. And as you can probably tell down here, and maybe at the very top there, I kind of gave up after a while because it just got to the point where I couldn't keep. Because how I would do it is I would go like this. I would see how many books it takes by one, and then move that book out and then move down a one. But it got to a point where I just had enough of doing that, so I just started stacking up again. Which was against the point where I organised it, but still. So yeah, so that's all my answers. I hope you guys, girls and non-binary people, loved it. Not loved, but love was questionable here. That you liked it. I hope this gives you stuff to know me about. And I'll hopefully see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.